Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How have you guys been? Hope you guys have had an amazing week so far. If your week has been stressful, it's okay. Take a chill pill and rest. Check on yourself. It's very important. Check on yourself and breathe and breathe. So all of you, my amazing subscribers, oh my God, I do not take you guys for granted. Thank you for sticking with me. And if you're new here, if this is your first time on this channel, you're very much welcome. Thank you for coming here. And please, if you have not subscribed, please make sure to do so. Make sure to share the link. Make sure to like. Make sure to comment. You guys have not been commenting. Please make sure to drop comments on every videos. Welcome, guys. Judging by the title, I know that you guys can already tell or have an idea what I'm going to be sharing with you guys in today's video. Yes, the 20's syndrome. So in today's, we all know that transitioning from your teenage years to adulthood can be quite draining. It can be draining, like drain. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys few things not to do and few not to do. Few things that would help you, navigate through your 20s. If you have anybody who is just transitioning into adulthood, this is the type of video that you should share to them, because trust me, it is going to help them a lot. So if you have any teenager, you can also share to them. This is something that is going to help them a lot. It's going to, it's going to help them find placement rather, and so that they would not be confused and be lost. Yes. So that being said, the number one thing that you should not do in your 20s is compare. Don't compare. My dear, don't compare. Don't compare. Don't compare. They say that fingers are not equal and our timings are different. So don't compare. Because your best friend is doing this and she's making it, does not mean that you cannot do another thing and make it. It does not mean that you would not make it. Don't compare. Don't compare. Don't compare your achievements to that of those around you. I remember that, when I finished, I can't remember quite properly, but I know that maybe a few days after graduation or after convocation or before convocation, I remember that, the excitement for convocation was there, and, after 4 years, we are graduating, and, and then I just after or before graduation, like just few days before after graduation, I really can't remember well. And then I'm seeing one of my classmates, she launched a big, store in Lagos. And of course, I checked it out, and it was an amazing thing. It was beautiful. The shop was so beautiful. It is so beautiful still. And she's selling bags and shoes, and they were quite nice stuff. The shop was well put together. It was so nice. And then I saw that, and then in my mind, I'm like, maybe is your mate. Graduated. Graduate by. When did you graduate that your friend are fast and open shop? Is this not your classmate? How many hair do you have? This is not your classmate that she have open shop. She's already making moves. You, my dear, what you are doing? And I remember that thing bugged me. it bugged me. Like, it bugged me for a long period of time. And I'm thinking that I'm not serious with my life. I'm like, it was at the time. Then at that time, I would not say, oh, maybe I should do this. 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 Maybe. And then shiri ideas will come. I'm like, hey God, I cannot be caught slacking. And I'm always, and the things, it bothered me for a while. But then I just remember one day I just said to myself that, see, Ewa, better calm down. Because tell me, it was it was also at the time that, Priscilla Ojo launched her, I think it was at the time that she launched her bag, or she did something. I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw Priscilla Ojo do something like that was quite, big, and I'm like, hey, what to get you much as she graduates, So it bugged me for a while. Like, I tried so hard not to think about it, but it was always ringing in my subconsciousness that you need to have started doing big things just now that you graduate. And then that time you feel like, oh, you are not good enough. You feel that's what comparison brings. Like, you are not good enough, like you are slow, like, step up your game. Like, if you are in Dubai, you feel like, no, you don't have sense, you are dull. That's what comparison will reduce your self-esteem, honestly. That is what it will do to you. And never compare. It will not even bring, because it will just bring a lot of rumble, jam-packed ideas that will never come to bet, that will never see betting, that will never, So chill, take a chill pill, relax, don't compare. Plus, you don't know, the person you're comparing yourself with, you don't know for how long they have been working towards the thing that you see them achieve. So please do not compare. Number 2 thing, one thing that you should also do is focus on now. Now, as in right now. Don't bother about the future. The future would come. It will come and it will sort itself. But now that you are inside, present tense, the one that you are in, focus on it. Don't be in a hurry to say, oh, okay. If I do this now, like 2 years, my future, my husband, this one. Oh, don't rush. Feel. Focus on now, because it's the amount of effort that you put in now that you are going to see results in tomorrow, that you are going to see the result in your future. So why not focus on now, so that tomorrow the results start showing, results start coming out. There's evidence on the efforts that you put in now. Focus on now. Tomorrow will come and you will still sort it out. I mean, now was something that you had been looking up to, or something that you have been, looking up to, to be in, and eventually you are there, and it is okay. So my dear, leave the future first and focus on now. Put so much effort on now so that you will see tangible results in the future. Also, another thing that you should understand, hey, this one is that friendships will change. Friendship will change. This one, I struggled with it. I so much struggled with it. And I remember that I was talking to someone, and then she advised me, and she advised me. But then one thing that she told me that I would not forget, that is always ringing in my subconsciousness, is that not all friendships are meant to last. Some friendships are per season. Some friendships are just for this season. After this season, that's it. So, that's your best friend that you think, oh, why is she doing like this? Because we have finished school. She's not as, our friendship is not as solid as it used to be. It doesn't make your friend a bad person. The kind of struggle that you are going through in your 20s is also what your friend is probably going through. People that are going through the same things. Some might even be bigger than the other. So it doesn't make them less of a friend. It doesn't make them a bad person. It was something that I had to sit down and think it and teach my brain and let it sink deep into my head that, see, this person, she's not a bad person. She's not a bad person. She would always be my friend though. She would always be my friend. But because we are not as close as we used to, doesn't mean that she does not care. Doesn't mean that he does not care. Doesn't mean that he or she is a bad person or they have moved on. Friendships will change. Friendships will definitely change. So don't hold it. Don't hold that grudge too much your chest that and when we were in school we used to be close. I was our best friend. I was his best friend. He was my best friend. Just because we now finished school, we now moved on, because you have met new people. Understand that friendship comes and goes. The friends you have this season, they are meant for this season, to guard you in this season. When another season comes, let them be, and new friendships for that season would emerge. So friendships, sometimes they don't always last forever. Like we all think that destiny, wherever is the goal. Sometimes it might not be forever. Not that those people are, even though you guys are not still close, not that they would not still be in your corner. They would, but it might not necessarily be as close as you guys were maybe before. Like you were not as tight as you guys used to be. So understand that friendships will change. It's just normal. Friendship will change. It's not an easy thing to let go of friendships, especially ones that you have built for solid years, and then ones that you're very close, like you're tightly knitted. It's not always easy to let go and just say, well, at this point, it's not always easy. It's something that I struggled with for almost a year. So yes, it can be hard, but still let it always ring in your subconsciousness that friendships, not all of them last forever. Some are just for that season that you're in your life. Another thing that you should do in your 20s is be assertive. Be assertive. When this is what you want, yes, let your yes be loud like you swallowed microphone or speaker. When it is not what you want, no, let your no sound like thunder. Be assertive. Be assertive. Be assertive. Learn to stick your ground. Learn not to let people's opinions or what people think or the noise. Learn not to let it cloud the way you think, and learn not to allow it make you cower away from what you actually want. So learn to be assertive. Let your yes be strong yes, and if it is a no, please by all means no. Okay? Alright, another thing that you should do in your 20s is love yourself. Hey, love yourself. Nobody would love you like you. Honestly, nobody would love you like you. See, once you begin to love yourself, people see the you that you love. But when that self-love is not there, and there's low self-esteem, people would see the low self-esteem that you carry around, because that is what you're portraying. People would definitely see it. But once you love yourself, nothing anybody can, nothing that anybody can do that would make you reduce yourself, that would make you look down on yourself, that would make you, hate yourself or look at yourself in some kind of way. Love yourself. See, if you're battling with low self-esteem, my dear, always look at the mirror. That's what I did. In my teenage years, you hardly see pictures of me as a teenager, except it is unaware. You would hardly see pictures of me as a teenager because I did not think I was fine. I did not think that I was beautiful enough. I did not think that I was fine. No. I would hardly look at the mirror. I would hardly don't do that. Don't snap me, please. Why do you want me to spoil your picture? Until I finished from secondary school and junior, I knew that this thing, let it not be that the low self-esteem that I carried all through secondary school, I'm going to take it to the uni. So every day, I would look myself in the mirror and say, see Olu, you are pretty. And then I think it was at that time also that the name Olu started sinking in. It started sinking in. So I would see myself that this is Olu. You are Olu. So you are pretty. Are they joking? Olu, God looked around the whole wide world and he now saw only you to put his beauty in. Come on now. You are pretty. You are fine. You are beautiful. So always look yourself in the mirror and say positive words of affirmation to yourself until it sinks in. Until it sinks in. Love yourself. Nobody would love you like you, honestly. Also, another thing to know is that it is okay to make mistakes. You make mistakes, so you would definitely. But those mistakes don't define you. It doesn't mean that you're a failure. It doesn't mean that you don't know how to do it. It doesn't mean that you're very bad. You definitely make mistakes because you're just trying to find balance and navigate adulthood. You would make mistakes. That's one is certain. But what you should not do is look down on yourself after you've made those mistakes. Instead, those mistakes, those failures that you have failed, embrace it with your full chest and look for another step to move forward. Look for another way to move forward. Look for another thing to do such that the same mistake will not repeat itself. You will definitely make mistakes, but try as much as possible not to remain a mistake. Try as much as possible not to remain a mistake. Embrace the mistake, get up, move forward. That is it. Don't see that, I've made mistake. How can I make this kind of mistake? What type of a stupid person I am? Why would you do this? This like that, your mates are doing it. No. Don't say negative things to yourself. The tongue is powerful. The tongue is powerful. So you definitely make mistakes. But what you should not do is remain a mistake. Get up. Move forward. Don't make the mistake again. Look for ways such that you wouldn't fall back and make such mistake again. Also, another thing is that it is okay to be lost. It is okay to feel lost. You don't have to have everything figured out. You don't have to have everything figured out. The fact that you don't have everything figured out does not make you dumb. It does not mean that you can't think. It is okay not to have everything figured out. It's okay to sometimes feel lost. It's okay to feel lost. Because at the end of the day, you don't have the blueprints of your life in your hand. You are just trying to connect with the person who has it and see how it can work. So it's okay that there are some days and some times where your head is just blank. Nothing is coming. Ideas are not coming. Nothing is just blank. You're just numb, like nothing. You are just so lost. It's okay to be lost sometimes. It is not totally out of this world. It is not weird. It doesn't make you senseless. It doesn't mean that you are not, bothered about your life. It's okay to feel lost. You will definitely feel lost sometimes. You definitely feel lost. But trust me, it's okay, because you don't have to have everything figured out. Like I said before, you just have to take everything one step at a time, one step at a time. And gradually, things will begin to fit in, will begin to align. I hope you're still following. Also, another thing that you should not do is rush. Don't rush. Don't rush. Rome was not built in a day, they say. I mean, don't rush. Don't rush. Rome was not built in a day. Yes, she love far. That one is still far. Lagos-Ibadan Express Road. How many years they take and build it? They take and do it. They are still on it. They have not finished some parts. Don't rush. Don't rush. Don't say, me and Chisom, we didn't graduate the same year. How come she's already doing masters and I have not? How come she's already building shop? She's already sewing. She's a badass designer and I'm not. I have to go and be learning. I have to. Who tell you that it's the fashion Chisom learned that you will learn to prosper? Don't rush. Chill. Sit down. Think. Don't be in a rush. And like they say, when you rush in, you rush out new. There are no two ways about it. Once you rush in, you are rushing back out. Because you didn't think, you didn't plan it, you just... Don't rush. Also, one thing that you should make sure to do in your 20s is have someone to talk to. Hey! Have somebody that you can talk to, somebody that you can be vulnerable with, somebody that you can like talk to about anything unashamedly. Like, because it's not every day the hard guy will walk home. Sometimes you will sit and you will cry. Somebody that you can pick up your phone and cry and be sending voice notes to or call to, and the person cannot even hear what you are saying, only the tears that they can hear. Have somebody that you can talk to. See, because if you don't, it can lead to depression. And it's not even funny, honestly. It can actually lead to depression. It can lead, because you keep bottling. One day the bottle will be full, it will burst. That's somebody that you can talk to, like your person that you can be vulnerable with. Like, you can somebody that no matter the situation, you can pick up your phone and say, hey. You can pick up your phone and send 2 minutes voice note of tears, of cry to somebody that you can be absolutely sincere with. Somebody that, as it is doing you, that's how you will be telling them. Make sure that you have that one person in your corner. Because at the end of the day, you cannot always be strong. Honestly, one day, strong will fail you. And you will just fall down flat. So always make sure that there's somebody that you can talk to. There's somebody that you can talk to. And also, this is the last thing that I'm going to be talking about. Always find time to breathe. My sister, my brother, my dear, breathe. 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 Take out time to check on yourself. Ewa Oluwa, how are you doing? I think that at this point, though, you need to chill. You need to rest. You need to breathe. Take a step back. Relax. Sleep if you have to. Rest. Like, let your spirit, soul, and body rest. 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 Because, at some point, you'll get drained. But before you get drained, so that you will not now get drained and the battery is finally flat, and then you now break down and just knock out. Breathe. Find time to take care of yourself, to check yourself that, okay, are we good mentally? Are we good? Ewa Oluwa, are you fine? And be honest with yourself. If you are not fine, take time to block out everybody. I remember there was one time when my NYC did that. I deleted my WhatsApp for like 1 week and I was crying. And I cried throughout that 1 week. But thank God for the Holy Spirit. It was like at any point, the Holy Spirit knew that, okay, this is, it's time to cry. So at every point that I'm crying, by the time I'm done crying, there's a song that the Holy Spirit have dropped in my mind. Because, music is my love language with God. It's our love language. So before I finish crying, there's already a song that the Holy Spirit is dropping in my mind. No matter, like, there's no how I listen to that song and my spirit does not uplift. I don't play the next day, I'll not cry. 1 week straight, I was crying. Because sometimes you just need those days to just relax. Let it all out. And relax, like, chill. Take ice water, cold water. Let it enter your body, soul, and spirit, and just rest. Take time to check on yourself. Take time to check on yourself. Check on yourself. If nobody does, my dear, please do it for yourself. Check on yourself so that future that you are working towards, you would enjoy it in good health and in the right frame of mind. Check on yourself. And that's all for today, guys. I hope that we have learned one or two. Please don't forget to share this video to everyone in their 20s, or everyone that is approaching their 20s, or every teenager that this is something that they would like to work with, that they would like to watch, so that it can prepare their mind, or so that it can bring them back on the right track. Please don't forget to comment your thoughts. If there are other things that you want to advise that in navigating our 20s, because me too, I'm still in my 20s. If there are other things that you want to add to these things that I've spoken about, please, by all means, feel free to drop them in the comment section. Please comment. Bombard me with comments. I'm here for it. And please don't forget to like this video so that this video can get to as many people as possible. Please share the link and have an amazing day. Enjoy the rest of your day, and the peace of God be and goes with you. Bye.